J'espère que vous avez apprécié ce petit moment de chanson en ma compagnie. Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today I will cast in English because we will cast LanaAio against Aezen, and Aezen is from the United States, I think, if I remember correctly. So we will cast in English and speak in English. But after that set, I don't know what I will do. Maybe I will go back in French and do some ladder games, or maybe I will cast another set. I don't know yet. I may cast another set and play only a full day of ladder game on Thursday. I don't know. Well, so we are casting LanaAio against Aezen for the Pong tournament. They are in the table 25. So from now I may always have casted a good players, you know, and they are in a more modest elo, I think. Modest is a nice word, and so I will be able to give them advices to make them improve, and I hope that will be useful for them. He then banned hybrid with objective maps. LanaAio banned hybrid maps, so we won't see any water except on Stranded on this set. Hi Ando, I'm fine, what about you? So we will start with Stranded as a neutral map because players ban Coast Mountain and Nomad. And Lana picked Cliffbound, Aezen picked Fortified Clearing and Morass, and Lana picked Zong. So we'll have two closed maps, maybe if the set goes on 5 games. That could be interesting, you know. And two really open and aggressive map as Cliffbound and Morass. So it can be a very strange set to cast because there is timing and the action will be totally different between the aggressive map and the closed map, you know. Chinese, they were picked here. Player this elo mostly picked Thieves. Bonjour mère, comment tu vas? Player this elo mostly picked Thieves that they know how to play, and starting with Chinese is quite hard, even if on Stranded it's maybe one of the top Thieves, and the start is quite easy on Stranded, so I don't really know why. I think both players don't know how to play Chinese and didn't want it to try on Stranded, you know. But we will have probably on Stranded a matchup between Dravidians and Vikings, I think. Both Thieves are the only water Thieves that were privileged in the draft, so I think it's for the neutral map. Bulgarian sim for Morass. Mayans for Cliffbound as Malians too. And Hindustani and Saracens are for closed map. Hindustani maybe for Fortified Clearing. And Saracens for Song. Why it can be played on the water map? Yeah, because economic upgrades give them extra build. Alors, Madre, ça c'est pas un truc que tu peux faire puisque tu joues pas à AOE. Review the game, ça veut dire que je dois regarder une de tes parties pour et te donner des conseils. Donc à moins que tu aies acheté le jeu, je vais juste te rendre tes points de chaîne. Je sais pas trop comment faire en plus, donc faut que je trouve les requêtes. Well, lurking means that you are here and not looking actively at the stream, but just looking at the, just staying here for making a view for the streamer, you know. Faudra que je vois comment je fais pour annuler ton truc, Madeleine, tout à l'heure. Bon, c'est pas grave, je verrai après. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, Wei is better used, I think, on Zong or on 40 feet clearing, but mostly on Zong, I think. Pulse are maybe for 40 feet clearings. Ghosts are probably for Moras. And we will have Britons, I think, for Cliffbound. The snipe were nice. The boss player didn't snipe their first save, so they sniped smartly and according to their fear, I think. So I kinda like the picked. You choose everything against Maya? Well, I think Gravidians is stronger than Maya's on this map, and I don't know what the Viking can do against a full Elephant Archer, you know? So I think Gravidians is far better than Mayans on this map. Oh, come on. Why I have some bots that coming on the chat and talking about viewer? Can I ban him from this area? I can ban him. You would press a random button, I think. But I don't see it clearly. Let me check. I don't see it clearly. That a ban? I don't know. Yeah, see, that was a ban. Okay. So I think Gravidians is far better on Stranded than Mayans, you know. But you can do that if if the Bulgarian wasn't picked that early, you know, and you want to play Bulgarians and you don't want to play Bulgarians but Dravidians and Mora, then yes, Mayans is better than Bulgarians, but probably Malians are better than Maya on this on Stranded too. So that's why I think about that, and I propose you to go directly in the first map. And the first map is Stranded, and we will see a Viking against Dravidian matchup. Both players are around 1k elo. And so we will see some mistakes probably, but it's not bad to make mistakes, you know. It's by making mistakes that you will improve. Okay. Aezen feels unlucky right now because he didn't saw this wood, but he should know that on this map, when you have a gold like here, you have you have to have a wood line here. So he may not know the map, and he needs to scout with his fish before to check where he should put his dock efficiently. TC from Lana popped faster. She has something like 30% faster. 25, okay. So Lana will have a huge advantage at the early of the game, you know. She will have maybe one, maybe two fields. She will be maybe 2 fields ahead. So that will give her a huge advantage, you know. You played yesterday as Bulgarians against China, and they are very weak. You played on which map against China? Because on Moras, I think Bulgarians are making quite well the play against Chinese. And I think on Arabia, if you are managing to get to the late game, Well, you can also deal and do something by playing siege, you know. Okay, Aezen forgot the houses and he's not starting by putting his wheels on the wood, so I assume he doesn't really know the map, and that's a shame for him because you know that he won't be able to produce fishes faster, and since he won't be able to produce fish faster, he will get behind in economic compared to Lana. You see, Lana has already how much? 150 resources before him. So it's the economic lead is insane by putting his TC faster and starting to fish and putting his wheel on the wood, you know, because you have a food income that not prevent you, but you can skip taking food too fast on this map with your sieves, because you have already a food income here. So if you are making more wheel to the wood, you can add more fishes and have more food income, and so you almost not need to take food from with your wheel around the TC, you know. And Aezen is against houses because he forgot to finish his house, and so instead of making fishes, he will just drop few houses more and not finishing this one, so he will really fall behind Lana. He has already 4 will economic count, you know, 4 villas behind. And Lana, look at that hunt. Come on, Lana. You have made better. I expect better from you. Like this one. This one is nice. This one is not nice at all. Okay, we'll check more on Aezen because I think he is a weaker player here. So we will try to give him more advices. So at start Aezen, you should make more villages to the wood and less to the food because you have a food income, and do more fishes. You see, Lana has already 4 fishes, and you are just starting to add one more, you know. And Lana forgot to prod more fishes because she wants to add another dock. So and as you see, she only has 4 villages on the food, and everything is, all of the food income is used by fishes, you know. And she has already 500 resources collected more than you. So that's why it's really important to adapt your build order and to the map and to the play you want to do. And I forgot to add some fishes more, but she's hunting. And she clicked up with a nice timing, feudal timing on this map. She needs to have some, maybe 2 or 3 more fishes right now, but it's a nice feudal timing. And I think Aezen forgot his second building, and he's making a barrack. I think he forgot his building, so he can't click up, and he's cancelling his wheels now to click. But he's clicking with 4 military, 4 economic wheel behind, so it's kinda hard for him to catch up in economic. And he's playing a man-at-arms. I don't really like man-at-arm opening on this map, but I know that there is a lot of players that are doing it, and I don't really like man-at-arm opening on this map because you have everything under UTC at first, you know. So if you are playing a Monotorm opening, you will need to to drop a tower forward. But if your tower isn't effective, you know, player just can go and back here, you know, on this wood line, and Monotorm will just get weaker, and the player just can drop a tower here and protect both gold and wood, and you can't do anything, you know. So, well, we have a 5 Monotorm opening. That's insane. And Lana is adding and wants to play water, but she's rushing blacksmith. Will we see a fast forging upgrade to boost the Hulk play? That could be smart, you know. But she will need to take care because she will face a hungry Viking player with 5 Monotorms. Well, for now they are just militias because he forgot his gold, but they will be soon Monotorms, and that could be hard to counter. Will fast scale armor. That's why I was thinking about that blacksmith. Oh, he didn't saw that she was here. Oh, this ville will die. The Hulk aren't moving anymore, so but they will be lucky because the fishes will go in their vision. Oh, that's so lucky for Lana. And now Archer are played in answer to the Monotorm play. Hello Sutra, comment tu vas? On sent que le caps lock était bloqué. De façon volontaire. Ça va tranquille, merci. On est en train de caster un match entre des joueurs qui sont aux alentours de 1000 d'élo. Lana est un peu plus à 1050, je crois. Et Aezen, il est vraiment, je crois, aux alentours de 1000. Et je caste en anglais parce qu'il est américain, le cher Aezen. So we'll have a full Monotorm play from Aezen, okay. But the point is, on this map, you can't really have an impact with a Monotorm play unless you are going forward with Tower and Archer, you know, and just going full Monotorms. Well, she just can wall, but as Archer behind the wall and go to faster castle age timing because she's docking and she's using fishes when you aren't. So this isn't the correct plan, you know, to go to. We have a fletching to use for the archer. 2 blacksmith play from Lana, okay. Thank you, Lana, for showing us your strategic and hidden strategies. You know, like that, like this one. There is a hole here still, so he can enter on the base. And Lana is playing with market to click up, while Aezen isn't. And Aezen, he made another lumber camp here, so that's cool. But this one also, he should make another one here to, how to say that, to reduce travel time, you know, because as I said, always, when each box is each axis that's far from UTC, that means that you will lose almost 10% efficiency on your wheels. A bit less here because he's Viking and he has 3 wheelbarrow, so wheelbarrow will reduce the lack of efficiency of the wheel if you are not refreshing your lumber camp. But still it's important, and lumber camp should be refreshed each 2 boxes, 2 axes, you know. We'll see the aggression with the the mana tombs that are killing a poor deer. And now the aggression with the mana tombs. But Lana is going to Castle Age, so she doesn't want really to take engages right now, she just wants to defend. And the two blacksmiths that we saw earlier was a nice move because Aezen destroyed one, so she still have one blacksmith to make a Castle Age upgrade. Hi Pimp, how are you? Congrats for your game yesterday. You made me win some Shira points, you know, because I believed in you. Lana is playing quite well this game because she's expanding with docks and she just have to make few fishes on each dock and that will be huge, you know. That's very, very well played. He's trying to circle, Aezen is trying to circle Archer from Lana. That was almost well played, but he didn't circle the back, you know, and he should have circle on the back. Nice micro from Lana. And we'll see a siege workshop forward. That's huge. That's a great play from Lana. And now that she has a crossbow, and well, she should have done Botkin arrow before the Lizard Archer armor, you know. What, you dislike my photo, Rose? Yeah, both players are around 1k hero Pimp, so on that. Thank you for the follow, Pimp. And so at this elo, you are more playing like what you want to do instead of what's the meta. So that's why you saw a 10 mana turn play. And we are seeing Elephant Archer with Siege Elephant Armored, Elephant Push. I would like to see one Mangonel too, because he isn't even at Castle Age, so Mangonel Push on the TC could be huge. Around the 1k elo was. And that will be hard to counter for Aezen, because what can you do against Elephant Archer as Vikings? I think she forgot Botkin arrow, Lana. And she's also making one elephant. Gillnet is decked, okay. Lana is playing very well, but Aezen is trying to defend, but he is getting the mana term investment, you know, wasn't efficient at all, because he made 10 mana term with +1/+1, and that was it's GG, yes, well played, Lana. That investment wasn't efficient, you know, because it didn't find any impact with his mana terms. And since Lana could expand with his fishes and his air fishes and air dock. Sorry, my English isn't good about I don't know to say that, le genre. Well, about. I won't say that what come in my mind, but well. I'm trying to do my best with my English, I'm sorry. So, your investment, your build order needs to be upgraded, you know. You can drop at TC on this map 50 seconds later than your opponent, you know. That's maybe your first mistake. The second mistake is that you made your villies go on foot too fast. You had 5 vil in queue. So, and you can add maybe 2 more with your fish and your veal on the fish, you know. So you weren't in a hurry to take food at first, you know. So what I recommend on this case is that you put your veals on the wood to make at least 1 fish more, and houses, of course, because you forgot the houses. And then once you have your veal more and on wood, your fish more on wood and your houses, then you go to hunt your first elephant under the TC, because going too far with your first food income will make it less reliable, and you couldn't just press the delivery key, you know, the hotkey delivery. I think it's Q at the basic, but I'm not sure about it. And that's why you made you at the feudal age, you know, you were so behind when you get to the feudal age. You get after her 50 seconds after, and with 4 economic count less and 500 resources. So you already have almost lost the game against someone that is as good as you know. So that means that you have to have an impact right now, and you try to do it, but with man at arms and just man at arms, that can't be possible because all economies are on the TC. So if you are just going with man at arms, well, you won't be able to find any damage, but maybe destroy a second blacksmith, because she had 2 blacksmiths. But yeah, it's not you can do any damage. If you want to go man at arms, you need to add archers, fast archers, and try to control the wood lanes of your opponent, and turrets. So that means that you should have 2 villas forward to drop a turret here, and then go with your archer and try to deny the other resources from your opponent, so your opponent just can collect just gold and food from the dock, you know. And if you manage to prevent your opponent from getting wood, you win the game. But what you did, it was just man at arms, and man at arms, well, you can't run under the TC, you can have really damages, and that's why you lost the game, I think. Ouais, j'aime beaucoup aussi Pimp, cette map. Je la trouve très intéressante parce qu'elle permet de faire plein de plans de jeu différents. Même si avec la nouvelle méta, je l'aime un peu moins. Parce qu'avec la nouvelle méta, j'ai l'impression que le FC est presque obligatoire sur cette map. Un FC avec beaucoup de fiches, quoi. Mais sinon, j'aime beaucoup. Ouais. Let's go on the draft, guys. So, Stranded were played, and we see a win from Dravidians against Vikings. So, we will go on the second game. The second game will be Cliffbound. So, that's strange because Aezen chose to pick one of Lana's map, and I don't know why he didn't pick Moraz, because he has a quite good matchup on Moraz, I think. And well, let's see. Well, I said that would be on Cliffbound Malians against Britons, and it goes against Saracens. I don't know why the Saracens think, maybe to play with the market and have a huge castle age timing, you know. But I think Saracens' lack of immediate impact on the game on this map, and I'm not sure that's a great pick. And maybe Aezen was expecting to have Mayans in front, that's why he picked Go, and if he picked Goss, he can, once he have use calls, Mayans will really struggle, so maybe he was expecting to play against a Mayans player. Anyway, let's start and let's look at what both players will do. So Cliffbound is that Socruto-like map in size, but it's a bit different than Socruto because you have 2 rhino instead of just 1 elephant. You have lots of ant in the middle of the map and lot of resources, and you have not great wood lines, you know. So it's a bit different in the way of playing because laming is less efficient, but still Lana is trying to lame. She scooted the rhino from Aezen, so she's trying to lame it. That was a nice lame from Lana. And Aezen, I think, didn't... What did he scoot? He scooted his Reno and so he saw his Reno back and leave. So he must know that the Reno is gone now. And Lana should just take his Reno instead of taking his ship, because Rhino decay faster than ships and Reno collect better than ships. So she just should take her Reno faster. Anyway, I find Aezen really great in his play because he's able to... he forgot Loom. He's playing Ghost. With Ghost, Loom is immediate. You should do it at first. But he's managing to bring back a Rhino and bring back some Ant with his Scoot. I find that amazing at this elo, you know? Oh, Aezen will go under the TC. No, Aezen, no. That's harsh. Well, at least he found all these ships, it seems, and he bring back some Ant, but he will maybe have to take the neutral Ant. But what does he scoot? Didn't scoot anything. Yes, he scooted this pack, so maybe he will take this pack with a mill. Yeah, Lana is playing well. I coached her, I think 2 weeks ago. I made one session with her, and she was really well playing. I think she will be soon a 1k 200, you know? But that's random, you know? Why are you putting your barrack to here? That blocks your gold, some of your gold tile, you know? And it's far from the enemy because she took a boar, so she knows that our enemy is here, you know? So why drop your barrack here? I don't know. Hi Pito, how are you? Does Manatom are good? Does Manatom is good on Cliffbound? Is Manatom good on Cliffbound? Okay. Yes, I enjoy Manatom opening. I also enjoy Manatom Trash opening on this map, because it's all about map control, you know, and when you want map control, trashing is quite effective. Usually what I'm making on this map is making it's a French rush into trash, you know, that I'm playing with 2 militias and a fast rush, and then I am adding archers or skirms depending on what my opponent wants to do. Thank you, Pito. I have made well, the graphics have made all the icons and all the cinematics, you know, at the start, and the Be Right Back cinematic and the stream ending cinematics, and even the follow, like Pimp has followed, and that was a new animation from the follow that he made, so I'm quite glad on it. Well, Aezen managed to click, and he will have the resources to go with his mana terms. He needs to add veils. he can't just idle right now. That's a shame. He's not making also his double bit axes, so he's microing or playing another things, and he will be again with a fast blacksmith and man-at-arm play. But Lana is again going on archer. That play is really aggressive from Aezen, but he's not playing his economic and handling his economic well enough to do that all that things that fast. Because oh là, le Vioc, comment tu vas? So, I am saying that you have a limited amount of resources that you can collect at 10 minutes, you know. So if you are wanting to do too much things too fast, well, you end by doing nothing because you have no resources to do that, you know, and you are trying to do too much, and that's what's happening to Aezen, and that's why he isn't using his timing and his feudal timing to have a great impact, because his blacksmith, well, the blacksmith popped at 10 minutes, and the 2 minutes later he still didn't have made any upgrades. But if he had just made more farms, 2 farms instead of this blacksmith, he would have more resources, and so he could have maybe drop right by now the scale mail armor or the man-at-arm upgrade, you know. Yes. Avec Gruntor, on se connaît depuis 25 ans, Pimp. Donc, peut-être pas 25, mais au moins 21, ça c'est sûr. Donc, voilà. Il faut obligatoirement que ce genre de truc pop, tu sais. Ça va, merci le vieux. So now we have aggressive play, but Lana is well walled. But you have to take care on this map, because on this map you always have a hole, you know, because the trees are inconsistent. If you remember correctly, Gruntor, we have made a set to decide who between us is the oldest. And you lost this set. Always a fucking hole. Okay. And that's true. And that's a shame, because if only he had man-at-arms, he could have cleaned, take at least one veil and clean the tower, maybe. And now, without man-at-arms, and man-at-arms is far more important than forging and +1 scale mail armor, you know. And he should have made more impact, and now he's losing his veil on his economy on the 3 archers, and man-at-arm is click once he have only one militias, you know. So Aezen needs to check his priority pick. Priority. Ouais, il aime trop les man-at-arm. You know, you should do the, how to say that, you need to check how and what priority you are making your upgrades, you are making your plays, you know, and what's important to decide is what's the most useful at this time, you know. And making a man-at-arm upgrade when you have just one man-at-arm isn't efficient, you know. So you just should to take care about this, and to care about this, not to take care. Je vais le présenter à Grenade. C'est qui le petit délinquant du web? Attends. But well, you just need to understand what is important at what time and what isn't important at what time, you know? Like that, you are making fletching. Fletching is a nice upgrade, but that's not the upgrade you want right now. What you want is have schemes with defensive upgrade, because defensive upgrade on scheme will make you win fights, and fletching won't make you win fights, you know? And so you really needed to know what should have an impact when you are doing it and what have no impact while you're doing it. And so skip what have no impact to just do things with impact, you know? Even if you want to go man at arms in the later game, you know, with because right now you are producing man at arms again and you didn't once you made the upgrade. Well, just do the upgrade when you want to produce man at arms, because that could have prevented you from going Castle Age, for example, because you were almost to resources to click Castle Age and you didn't click because, well, you made useless upgrades that prevent you from clicking, and so you will take pressure from your opponent where you shouldn't have taken, you know? I don't know if I am clear when I'm talking. So all the game is about investing the correct thing at the correct moment, you know? And you are maybe investing in prevision, in anticipation, and that's why you are losing, I think, your games right now, because you have a nice play and you are able to do so much thing. Like bringing back idea at 1k elo is insane. I wasn't able to do that when I was at elo, you know. Well, I still not really able to do that right now because I have no APM, but I'm trying. But yeah, I don't know if you see what I mean, but you have potential, but you are wasting your potential by not taking the impactful decision and taking some decisions that are that you will need later in your game plan, but you don't need immediately, you know. Well, I don't think it's overreact. I think it's another thing. I think really he knows where he is going to with his game plan, with his unit. He knows what he wants to do, but he's not making them at the correct order, and he's not making them by checking how to say that. Well, that's not an overreact. It's just really doing things because he knows where he wants to go, but he's making things before he really needs it. Pourquoi tu n'y arriverais pas, toi, Gru? Moi, j'essaye parce que de toute façon, il faut que j'améliore mon anglais à force de parler. Ouais. En vrai, c'est chill, hein. Il suffit juste d'essayer. Hein. Bah, je suis une bille aussi, mais ça m'empêche pas, tu vois. So, Lana is Castle Age, and Lana should play with the market. She really needs crossbow, and she really needs Bodkin arrow upgrade, and she's doing neither of that, but she's making knights, and knights will counter everything that Aezen is doing, so it's not a bad call, you know. But she needs to play a bit more with her market to click her Castle Age upgrades. And Aezen is backing, and he's right to back because he can't contest a Castle Age army with his feudal army, you know. And oh, you should back Aezen. Well, I know Brian is in the kitchen, but not Kevin. And knights will have a huge impact here because Aezen didn't predict it. He should have known that there will be knight because he saw scouts. So he should have predicted that. So now that he is at Castle Age timing, what will he do? He is making skirms, lots of skirms, and pikesmen. Okay. It's really hard to play against knights a crossbow combo with skirm pikemen. That means you need to have your pikemen always behind your skirms and tank with your skirms, you know. It's really hard to play. But he's taking stone, and I think he's waiting or expecting to put a castle, to drop a castle. That wasn't, well, yes, you have 6 man at arm, you can do it, but it's not useful, really useful, you know. And he will try to drop a castle and maybe go Huskar then. And Huskar pikes can be a great counter, so he's playing the time and the time or the watch, I don't know, with his skirms and pikemen, and then he will just replace the skirm by with Huskar, I think that's what he is thinking to do. But Lana will take it, how to say that? They will she will just go faster than him and drop a castle on his TC. And I think we may have a GG if this castle is going on really. Lana forgot her blacksmith upgrade. She really needs the Bodkin arrow upgrade and she isn't making it. And so the winner of this game, of this fight, well, Lana doesn't have really to win it. She just have to drop her castle, and she's winning the fight, so she will get the GG called. Really, Lana, yeah, she's playing more meta, and she's playing well. I think she's making mistakes. But her mistakes are made, I think, more when she reached Castle Age. But her Feudal Age is quite nice, I think. And that's another thing, you know, that because she's really nice at Castle Age, so she takes the advantage on her opponent at the Feudal Age. And when she reached Castle Age, even if she made mistakes, she have so huge advantage against Aezen, so that she can snowball on it. But against someone which has her level, I think the mistakes that, like forgetting Bodkin arrow, that's the second game she forgot it, I think, could cost her the games, you know, because she if Aezen had Enos Echo, he could just have Enos armies to counter her, and without blacksmith upgrade, she would just die with his army and maybe lose his castle forward, you know. Her castle forward. And that could be difficult, you know. So Lana should really work on, okay, I'm Castle Age, what is important right now to do. And usually when you are playing an archer, Bodkin arrow is the most important thing you have to do. Crossbow and Bodkin arrow is the most important thing you have to do. And Aezen is, he's not a meta player, so he's playing like he wants, but he needs to, when you are making that kind of play, you should really have a clear idea of what is important and what you should do right now to snowball on an early advantage. And you don't have to take decision for later. All your decisions should be taken by thinking at the present and the present moment, what you need actually to make and to have impact, you know. and that's really hard for a hard way of playing. But if he managed to do that, even with his game style and what he wants to do on the game, he could create something that will be really hard to counter at his Halo, and he can be able to climb the ladder, you know, just by optimizing his choice and making being more consistent in his field production, you know. But he can really create something that's his own game style and what he likes to do in the game without following the meta, but it's harder, and that implies taking the correct decision at the correct moment, you know. Clairement, Pimp, il faut cliquer botkin, même si au risque de l'idle, mais là elle pouvait jouer avec le marché, elle a le marché sarrasin, elle pouvait très bien jouer avec le marché pour cliquer ses up, quoi. Au début de l'âge des châteaux. Okay, so Cliffbound was won for Lana, and Ghost loses against Saracens. So we will have another map, at least. We will have Fortified Clearing. And on Fortified Clearing, we will have polls against understanding. Oh, come on, guys. I am such a god of prediction of saves today. Yes, since the game are fast, I may be able to cast another set, so I will take another set. I saw that you get casted by Chirar, so I won't cast you, Pimp. But if you want to have some advices on your set, we can just take time together. Not in the stream, you know, but in Discord, just to that I can give you some advices, you know. But since you are casted each time by Shearer, I won't cast you, I think, on the tournament. So we have a Fortified Clearing, that's set map with 7 relics, or 8 relics, or 9 relics. You have wall in front of your base, but not in the back of your base. The wood line are here, the main wood lines, you know. And so you have an arena like in front, and a like open field, not open field, but a play also, and that area is also important for taking relics and expanding safely your economic. Well, I don't know who will be your next opponent, Pimp, because I need to make I need to develop something today to make it. I'm not sure that it's Shira. I will check. I will tell you after that if you want. What's supposed to be? Who is supposed to be your opponent? But I will need to take some time to do that. So maybe I will be right back. Oh, thank you, GGNZ, for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Lana is bringing back her ears, and now she's scooting. I think, well, in this matchup as Pauls, you don't want to get to the late game, because what can you do against Imperial Camels? I don't know. So you don't want to go to the Imperial Age, and you don't want to go to the late game, so you need to be aggressive. And I think really that you Lana should take care because she should care because she will. Well, if I were Aezen, I will aggress her with something forward, maybe from this area, you know, and I will try to be aggressive, to maybe tower rush or something like that, you know, and put some applying some pressure here and applying some pressure here, you know, and if he's managing to do that, he may, with follow-up bonuses, do something in this game. Because if he may have a Castle Age timing, and until the Imperial Age, the matchup isn't that bad, you know. The matchup is really bad at the Imperial Ages, but before Imperial, you can do something with Pulse. So he needs to be aggressive, and I am not sure he will be aggressive. But maybe I'm wrong because he is clicking Loom right now, so he will click Feudal Age fast. Maybe he will play aggressive, you know? Lana is fast castling. Where is the scout from Aezen? Okay, he's scouting the area to find her. You have so lot of wood. I don't really know what he's going to do with such a large amount of wood, you know. And she is rolling like that, so he is expecting an aggression, maybe? Lana is also expecting an aggression. She rolled correctly his stun, her stun her here. Oh, she will go on Gulam? Why going on Gulam against Pauls that have such powerful knights? Okay, Barak is done. First farm are made. I hope I will see both economic upgrade from Aezen. And we'll see a scout rush. Okay, that's an approach on this map. Not the one I like, but it's an approach. I don't really like the scout rush approach. I will explain why. Because his feudal timing is quite late, you know. And come on, put your farm up close to the folwark, please. And the scout rush won't be able to make a huge difference. It's easy to counter, and he won't be able. The time the scout will arrive here, she will go to the castle age, and she may have a castle faster, even faster than the scout rush is coming here, you know. So the build order is quite nice from Lana. The fast castle is really clean. Those 3 farms should have been you should build another folwark if you can drop farm close to your first one, you know. You should build another folwark and just drop farm on your another folwark. You're losing 20 food, 25 food from each farm you are dropping right now, and that's huge, you know, because that's 100 food you misses right now with that farm. 125, and game is playing on details, you know. This game is played on details, and that's maybe a big detail, you know. There was close detail that just made 50 resources difference, there is a huge detail right now. So now you are seeing the stone. Okay, so... Oh, that's a nice play. Nice red. Don't over micro. You clicked so much, so your units didn't kill everything, you know? But that's because you clicked so much. And we'll see a drop castle forward from Lana, because the Scout army is here, so she can go forward with his wheels and attack here. And I think, no, she didn't pay attention to the vision of the wall. So the castle will be seen, but all scouts are here, so... And they are trapped. That's a nice trap from Lana. So this castle will go down, and how do you counter Ghulams by being feudal age? You can't counter Ghulams, you know. So she will drop her castle, she will just kill the walls, and then with the Ghulam, she will just raid his economy. So he needs to stonewall here, he needs to stonewall here, and he needs to stonewall here, and take some stone, maybe drop some... those farms should be deleted also, and maybe drop some towers to try to contest. Blacksmith isn't nice here, and the other thing that he should do, he should take more spaces, because the aggression will come from here, so he can build here and be safe with his army, you know. Lana forgot to do some Ghulams, so actually she killed the door, but she doesn't have produced any Ghulams right now, because she has no food income. She finishes the berries, and the red scout make Aezen won so much time. This wood line isn't effective. She should have destroyed this wall and drop a stone wall here maybe. To have a more efficient wood camp, you know. But right now she's not producing, and she's making squires without having any units. It's better to have some units and then do squires than having no units at all with squires, you know. I have a message on Discord. Where were you? Ouais, did you know that? So Castle Age timing from Aezen. We also see a wheelbarrow instant Castle Age. That's so nice. And he's taking stone. So if he managed to drop a castle here to defend, or here to defend his base against Ghulam, he can be nice on this game. And Lana is panicking. Lana is making pikes because she is panicking at she expects getting snowballed by knights, and instead of going commerce, I think he wasn't paying attention for the kill. Sometimes you can hit Vil on when on diagonal. And we've seen a pikeman, so Lana is showing that she's making pikes with his opponent. And we'll see a castle. Castle drop maybe here. He has so much food income. He should use more his resources and check that, well, you have 1,000 food in bank. Well, stop making vills on food. Just delete this farm. You are losing too much vill on this farm. The castle already have 3 economic kill. And just drop more on gold, you know? But I don't know why Lana is making a more the elephant without any protection. And we'll see a castle. And I think this elephant would just die. But Aezen should back, just back. You just need to have your castle, you know. And he's making spears. I don't know why he's making spears against pikemen. He will have Obur to play. Obur is so a nice unit. And he's making spears. Maybe the plan here is going fast imp for Aezen. Just taking a lot of gold. You have already almost the food income to do. Handcart was nice. Feel free to take it. But what you will need to have is more farm. So a full work here and so much farm around it. And more gold with economic upgrades. And if you are doing that, you can click imp in something like 2 minutes and be really faster than your opponent to the Imperial Age, and push her with trebs and your army close to your castle, and then it's game. Ce serait intéressant de voir Aramatu affronter un profil similaire à toi-même. C'est-à-dire tu m'as perdu, Pimp. Tu m'as totalement perdu. C'est-à-dire, moi, jouer contre moi-même, ça serait lent. Hein. Vous vous ferez chier dans la game. Vous vous ferez bien chier dans la game. Ce serait un round d'observation, les deux joueurs s'observeraient H24 jusqu'à prendre une décision fourbe, et ça serait celui qui aura la meilleure décision fourbe qui gagnera. And it seems that you want us 4 villages down on those farms. It seems that Aezen wants to go with a ram push on this castle. That could work, you know, because he just have to drop his obur in the ram and leave them where to kill the elephant. So we'll see 2 more kills on the farms. Those farms really should be deleted. And the point here is that Aezen isn't booming at all, so he is letting the opportunity to his opponent to, well, come back in the game, you know. You should refresh that would come too. But we may see an Imperial Age. Maybe Aezen will see it and he will answer by he will see that he can't click it. And I really would like to see a refresh of this lumber camp. And no, he's spending all his food, and because he only has 1 farmer, he won't be able to click camp, so he will need to do more rams and try to have more impact. But Lana seems to want to do the same thing. She seems to want to go with pikes and armor the elephant, and she's taking also relic. That's nice, taking relic. See, you're eating in diagonal, Lana too. And with relics, oh, he's on stand ground. He isn't attacking because all his units are in stand ground. This castle must not fall, you know. He's not repairing it. I don't know why. He's not repairing it. Please, Aezen, don't make your castle die like that. Just repair it. Please, Aezen. And Lana made how to say that, a diversion, you know, to attack in the other way with our Gulam. That's nice, nicely played. But there is not many Gulams. And Aezen should just answer by 3 rams and go on the castle. But he needs more units. And Lana, oh, that's a nice thing to do for Lana. She's just defending with buildings. And Aezen isn't following his ram, so the defense is so nice from Lana. Yes, I agree, Morg. And I, by the way. I hope you are doing well. That's so bad that Aezen didn't follow this ram push with his army. If he has done so, he may have just built the castle, but he didn't. And Lana will win this game because she will have so much economic lead soon, because she has 50 vills more. That's an insane advantage. But she doesn't have any eco upgrades than feudal one, so that's why Aezen managed to hold that well with his thieves, and he's not even using folwark as he must use them, you know. So he's holding in economic against 50 vil more because he has some economic upgrades, and he's not even using the full potential of poles. And now he's making rams, he's making mangonels. I think he's panicking. He shouldn't have. Game was easy, you know. He had 1000 food. He could just wait it for more gold, going imp, trap the castle, and then use the Polish ability to spam units to try to get there and kill the economy, because there is no real defense from Lana, you know. And instead of that, he just wasting all his resources in fight that he can avoid, you know, to do. And because of that, he just behind, you know. And now the economic lead is insane from Lana, and I don't see him going back in this game. I think he missed his opportunity. Well, I think Aezen isn't hiding his economy on purpose, you know, Morg. Lana gets disturbed by a scout rush on her economy. She lost a lot of vills, and she didn't manage to micro well. That's why she started to boom, I think. And oh, come on. He's not attacking units. He's not attacking units. He's just running. So by just running, he's losing everything. He's not attacking units. He'll use so much on this fight against Aezen. But I think Lana goes on this game plan because she was how to say that, disturbed by the scout rush, and so that's why she goes on booming game plan instead of making Gulam first and raid and using her castle age timing. Tu vas bien, mon cher Borg? Well, she could have thrown her game if Aezen just get to the Imperial Age, you know. No, I don't think she will throw it. Merci Pim pour le lurk. I don't think she will throw it, but right now, Lana, you should also make your fletching upgrades because that will increase the range of your castle, and with more ranges you could target units that are eating your elephant, and the castle will drop, and the game is over, I think. Well played to boss player. It was a 3-0. I would be glad, Aezen, if you are looking at the replay, feel free to DM me, to send me a DM on Discord, you know. And I would be glad to help you to how to sync the game with your own game style, you know, to keep your who you really are in the game style, but help you a bit more by on that, and give you some tips and where you should improve to go and to do better plays with your own game style, you know. Guys, I will just put you in BRB. I will cast a set, another set, I think. I will cast probably Jag Warrior against GG's. I will cast another set between Jag Warriors and Giagiadena. That was played yesterday night. Demain Demain, le vieux. Pourquoi? Les rounds sortent le mercredi. Après, à quand le mercredi, ça je sais pas, mais ça sort le mercredi. Donc je vais caster un autre set. Je vais caster Jack Warrior, qui est français d'ailleurs, contre Giagiazena, qui est italien. So I will skip the cast in English, sorry guys. Just will put you in the BRB screen till I prepare everything and just going to drink some water and everything like that. Okay. Ok, great. J'ai vu que t'as pris une game déjà. Et je trouvais ça assez... j'étais assez curieux. Tu veux des conseils en particulier sur une game ou c'est de façon globale que tu veux que je le regarde? Well, je reviens. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Time to prepare everything, drink some water, and I will be back. Hello guys again. So we will have a set between Jag Warrior against Jaja Zena. Jaja Zena is around, well, both players are around 1600, 1k6, and I'm glad because we will see a map that I still didn't have casted on the tournament, that is African Reed Beds. People prefer playing, I think, Moras and Kebada, and so I'm really glad that I will cast this map, and that's a neutral map, so I'm glad. You see that both players have failed on the draft, and they said me, well, since we have failed, but we knew we failed the draft, and well, doesn't matter. So okay, if I am not a stubborn admin. If you want to draft like that and that's both correct for you, well, do it. It's not that the objective of the draft, but if you want to do this, well, let's go. So, ban or Cliffbound Arena Kibrada, Land Madness is Stranded. Player picked Nomad, Zimbabwe, Bypass, and Frigid Lake. So Jaja Zena played seems close map, and Jag Warrior play more hybrid ones. And we have a African Reed Bed as a neutral map. About the sieve, wow, we have such nice sieve, I think. Saracens pick that fast, I don't know why. I will play maybe Burmese or Britons on Frigid Lake, I think. Britons on Frigid Lake seems good. I may want to play Shu on African Reed Beds. Burmese on Nomad, I think. And Saracens and Georgian. Saracens on Bypass and Georgian on Zimbabwe, maybe? I think that's the spirit for Jag Warriors. And for Jaja Zena, maybe Viking is for... Viking can be for Nomad or for Frigid Lake. I think for Frigid Lake. Malians for Nomad. Cumans for Zimbabwe, maybe, probably. Mayans for African Reed Beds. And Byzantine for Bypass. I'm not sure at all. But you can play Cumans and Bypass because I fear too much Saracens with Cumans. So I'm not sure that's the correct play to do. So, but if you know that you are Saracens, yes, you play Byzantine. I think Byzantine is a nice counter of Saracens. Well, not really a counter, but you can do everything with Byzantines. I think that will be the picked. Let's go on the first map, guys. African Reed Beds. And we will see a Vikings against Saracens. So, as usual, I was wrong. So African Reed Beds is this map, is kinda hard map to play because you have some fishes here and here. So you want to go with a hybrid play, but you have also shore fish is here that can be worth an aggressive play. And you have two areas with gold and hills that is important to control. And well, that's anecdotic, but you have market at the side, and but I never seen, I think, someone play with that market. But if it can be played if someone has this side and the other one has this side, and he's just playing with markets, it can be possible, But I have never seen. So you want to do, I think, an hybrid play on this map and taking some fishes with at least 5 fishes, because you can enter 5 fishes in your dock. And at least 5, I think. Or you may want to go mill this area and go with a heavy man at arm and then fish. It could also be a nice move, you know. I'm not sure what is the most efficient one, but it can be a nice move. Anyway, Jag Warrior with Saracens. I don't know why Saracens on this map, but he's with Saracens. And he's making 4 on wood, so it may be an hybrid play with a dock. He's bringing back his Zebra. And Jejadena is maybe the same thing. Will do the same thing. He's sending a Vil to dock. Boss player will dock. Okay, so we'll have a boss and an hybrid play. So less aggressive build order, but more hybrid, you know. Oh, that Vil. I'm sure that's Grunter. Grunter is have blood in his eyes, and he doesn't listen to what you want to say to him. So I'm sure it's Grunter that decided arbitrarily to kill a pig, but well. So we have a dock from both sides. Both player didn't forget the houses, so we will see some fishes. Oh, Jag have too much. He killed the rhino too close to the TC. To the TC, there is a 2 on 2 X square that is where you can't walk and you can walk with wheels. And I find that really annoying because the rest isn't. But that 2 on 2 X square make you sometimes have bad condition of collecting food, because the rhino died too close to the X square, so you have less close to a talonette, and so you have less space to collect. And sometimes in some build orders I find that so annoying. And we have a first fight, and both players are trying to take the hill to fight. Oh, he cancels the attack. He cancels the attack where he could have taken an advantage. And we see a fast feudal upgrade against a late feudal upgrade. Jag Warrior isn't clicking. Oh, he clicks without loom. Oh, that's so dangerous. And we'll see a barrack. The barrack is a bit late, so it won't be a man at arm. But the grid of loom is insane on this map. You can't definitely grid loom, I think. I think also Jejadzena forgot to put some wheels on gold, so he won't be able to go with another thing than scouts at the beginning, I think. We'll have a Viking scout rush, I think, yeah. That's not usual. We expect usually a mana harm from breaking, but nothing prevents them from going for Scout Rush, and he saw that the Vil have no loom. Jag Warrior will fast castle with an archery range and a blacksmith, or archery range and marcher and market. He can fast castle. Fast castle could be huge, you know. But well, he isn't expecting scouts, so that's why he's not making a stable. But if you are expecting scouts, going with stable market and going fast castle could be huge. Okay, he's making a market here, so he isn't going really a fast castle, kind of half fast castle, you know. And we see already a fish trap here. Why? The Scout Rush is coming. Loom was still greedy, and oh come on, you should fight here, Jejadena. Take the Vils before Loom coming in. That's a huge greedy for Jag Warrior, and it should be punished. Okay, now Loom is in. And we still don't see any spears from Jag Warrior. I think he wanted to click, so he will need to stealth stun if he wants to click. The spear is coming later, and oh, that's a huge impact on this Scout Rush from Jejadena. He took 4 Vils. 5 Vils. And Castle Age timing found for Jag Warrior. So Jag Warrior will have to have a huge impact on his starting Castle Age. I think he should have stealth stun to click because he forgot. But there is still a hole here that isn't scouted. And he will need to have a huge impact. He will need to have fletching, he will need to have Bodkin Arrow and crossbow fast, you know. So he will need to have a huge food income. Yeah, he sold 100 stone, but a bit wood. Okay. There is a hole here that Jejadena is founding it. And there is nothing to protect the Vil here. The duck won't be able to protect the Vil, so with scouts, he can just take the Vil. Even if the fish are in the dock doesn't have a lot of attacks before Castle Age. What forgot Jejadena? Why is not clicking? Just forgot to click. That's a shame because he was so close to clicking Castle Age and he's just not clicking. Maybe he doesn't remember that he has the second building already. No, okay, he's clicking. And now you will see a crossbow timing with Bodkin Arrow, and that can be huge for Jag Warrior. Jejadena should wall here and here. A great TC wall is a wall between 3 X's of your town center. If you are doing more than 3 X's, an opponent can dive. The turret has to be rushed, and that's a nice tower. Now he doesn't have ready to fight, so he just have to back and keep his scam mass to go with heavy scam upgrade, elite scam upgrade. We see another TC from Jaguar. So we'll have a more boomy approach after trying to use a crossbow timing. We'll have a more boomy approach. Second stable. I'm sure that we aren't expecting at all a second stable as a Viking. But we will see it. We saw it now. So we saw 2 stables. So that means you really want to add your own stable and do something like 2 camels or 3 camels to tank as a front lane before your crossbow. Jejazena seems to be a cav player, you know. He seems to dislike or not be used to skirmisher play, because every people that are well versed in skirmisher play will just make elite skirms, defensive upgrades, and try to fight with skirmisher. And he seems to be a cavalry player, and that's maybe can cause this loss, you know, because he's making skirms that are not upgraded, so he is losing resources by making skirms, you know. And Cav doesn't have the +2 defense armor, so Cav will be also killed. And he could be GG on that, you know. He will really need to add a siege workshop. And going with Viking Cav, oh, he's in no attack stance. Oh. He will really need a siege workshop, and he will really need to put some pressure, but he can't really do that. Okay, siege workshop is going in. We're killing the market for Jaguar because he's trying to kill what happened in his economy. Those mistakes are well, shouldn't be done, you know, because that's so risky. Right now it's so risky. You are losing everything. You are not having any impact on the map, and you are playing like you have some. You are so lucky that that Jaguar didn't see it. Also, when you are going with Cavs against Archer, you should go and try to circle him and just pressing stop to make your Cav attack, you know. Your micro makes you lose so much Cav before the play, you know. But at least Jaguar isn't making any camels, even if he saw your 2 stables play, so you can clean him right now. But once there will be camel on the field, I don't know how you do that with knights, with Viking knights. Oh, that's a nice micro. I don't know how those villas survived. Game could have been GG on these villas with the 7 archer. And now that there is camel, you can't do anything with Viking cavaliers. So you will have to do another thing, you know. And the thing is monastery, well, I'm not really fond of that answer. I would prefer to see a crossbow transition, you know, since you have already made 1 upgrade. and playing crossbow mangonels against Carmel's archer. Oh, those villas are found. You need to back them. You need to back them, but you are not seeing them. That they are getting killed, and that's huge, you know. The game seems to be super hard for Aezen, and we will see a drop castle forward, I think, because the Jag Warrior has the initiative because he has the best army on the field, so he can drop a castle forward, and dropping a castle here or here will prevent Aezen from getting the map, you know. So a castle forward is a nice move right now because he has the advantage, the military advantage. There is no upgrade on this crossbow, not enough upgrade. They like Bodkin arrow, and Bodkin arrow is huge on crossbows. And I think even if the castle managed to be dropped here, that could be a GG, you know. Maybe you want to drop it here instead of here. What did he say? It's a quite hard game for Aezen, and he's losing all his food income. And because of making the wrong unit and not the blacksmith upgrade that he needed, he's really behind the KD. The KD number. So he loses so much units than his opponent. So he's so behind right now. And the castle is a chicken castle, but now there is a mangonel, so I get it. But you have 3 camels, mate, you should use them. And this castle prevents you from having the huge impact you should have. You had a ram, you should have just made some mangonels more with your archer, and just drop the castle forward, and the game was GG at this time, you know. Tarazin's Carmel are insane. Okay, so what's the plan now for Jag Warrior? I think the correct plan is to go Imp. Using the market Saracens, you go Imp, and then once you are Imp, you're making a Brasser, Trebuchet, and game is over, I think. But instead of that, he's investing more and more on Castle Age. And I'm not sure he's wise because he's just letting his opponent the time to live more, you know, and to go and to come back from his advantage or disadvantage. We see a castle drop where I thought it will be. I think it's a half castle, but it's better an half castle than nothing. And we see a raid from Mamluk, but Mamluk without any defensive upgrade will fall a lot against archers. Botkin arrow is clicked, alas. And we'll see an Imperial timing for Jag Warrior. And Jag Warrior just cut Jejadzena from this side with his castle. So he just needs to ensure that Jejadzena doesn't get to this gold. And the game is over, I think. Because there is not enough gold to... He played with knights, he played with archer, so he spent a lot of gold, so he doesn't have any gold, not much gold left, you know. And that myth is solving everything to try to click Imperial Age, but it will be 1 minute late, maybe one and a half. 1 minute late, maybe. It needs to sell a bit more. Okay, now we will click. 1 minute and a half because he isn't clicking. Oh, first farm upgrade. Yay! 38 minutes of game. You know, I always tell to people that farm upgrade is one of the most important, and always people are not doing it. Don't know why. So what's the plan for Jejadzena? The plan is going skirms. The plan is going pike skirms because you have no gold left. Sorry. And you need to have you need to use the gold left to make upgrades and to make trebuchet. So you can't go on archer, on more archer. You need to go on skirm and pikes and try to go to win with a skirm war, you know. And it will be hard. There is some army here, but maybe if he can drop a castle, but he has no stone left. So he can't drop a castle, neither, because he took this stone in the back instead of stone in the front faster. So I don't know how we can win this. We see Bir Maristan. Bir Maristan is a deck that monk healing range is area healing range. That's such a OP tech. And it's GG. Well played from Jag Warriors. I think Jejadzena missed his opportunity because of the lack of blacksmith upgrades and maybe a less better micro than that. And well, I think boss player level is quite close, but if Jejadzena still doing that mistake on forgetting economic and blacksmith upgrade, he will lose a lot of his game, even if he is better than his opponent, which maybe is not here right here, because I think both players are quite even. So we see African reed beds, and we see the win of Saracens against Vikings. So we will go on the second map, that is Bypass. And on Bypass we will see Shu. That wasn't expected here. Against Byzantine. So I was half right. Half right is better than no right at all. So Bypass is that map where it's like an hideout map, but you have an area here that is not constructible at all unless the two boxes two squares close to the doors. And you have lots of food and gold on the side of the map. So the map is played not only on this area, but also on the control of the side. And I find it really more interesting than an hideout one, but I really dislike hideout, so maybe that's why I find it more interesting, you know. And come on, Jag Warrior, you shouldn't let your boar decay. Even if you have taken a goat, well, let the goat decay, not the elephant, you know, because he's losing so much food, and you are losing so much food income by doing that. Both players are breaking back the zebra from the door with a sheep that is opening the door. And both players have quite nice zebra. I remember that when I was playing against Grunter last time on this map, I had zebra somewhere here, and they always wanted to kiss the forest, you know, and it was so hard to make them back home that I deleted walls to make them in, because I didn't want it to go home and to get killed under my TC otherwise. You should close the door, close the door, close the door. Oh. If you are closing the door when the zebra goes back and that he doesn't have any mean to go back here, he will stop backing around the door around here, and you will be able to bring him back again, but without opening the door, you know. So we see a barrack, so maybe we will see a Monatarm from Jaguar against a Byzantine Thrush. Does he have click? No, he doesn't have click, so you have not enough food to click. It's a militia rush on this map? Really? He is maybe expecting the Thrush, and so he's making militias to go out when the Thrush will come, but his militia will be won't be seen. Okay. I think he need to take some gold from long distance, even if he should. But I don't know why he's showing his militias right now. Oh, he's showing everything. It could have been huge, you know. A thing that your opponent is thrashing and just counter the first tower with militias and Vils. And Zena here, well, he's changing his mind. He won't be... he won't thrash, he will just defend instead. And at the final of the things, well, Jag Warrior is winning. His rush will be reliable because it stopped the thrush. Well, even if he didn't kill anything, the pressure applied will be less higher, you know. So that's a nice play from Jag Warrior. I wasn't expecting that at all, but I like it. And this house just falls, and Jag Warrior will just go another way because there is a turret right now. I'm impressed of that play. I wasn't expecting it. And I wasn't expecting a Rush FC play. And now he's deleting the wall as I said I have done last time. And it's just feudal booming to try to go to Castle Age faster maybe? I love that music. And he's taking control of one side of the map. He will make a mill before bringing back the ostrich, I think. And the militias will just go and try to apply some pressure right here. But he should take care, Jejadena, because he still have a hole here. He didn't make it make a house to close it. And what's that? Are those villas without loom? Yeah, the villas are without loom. So it could have been a risky move. Oh, that's so bad for Jejadzena. And now we saw that the aggression is coming from here. Market blacksmith, okay. There is still a hole here. Will Jack click on the base? You don't expect to have a hole in the opponent base, you know? Yeah, this is scene. I think he did click on the base, so hopefully Jejadena managed to close it before. And when the Veil will bring back this ostrich, he will be able. Oh, he's already able to click because he takes so much gold that he can. And this militia rush is provoking so much reaction, so much overreaction from the Jejadzena that he is making some towers. They are just militia, you just can't repair behind, you know? And it just, yeah, provoking so much reaction with this militia. I expect to see more economic upgrade, but I think we will see a double siege forward here, and the unit unique from Shu, the chariot, how to say that? How it's called in English? War chariot Marangonel from here with a double siege play. Jejadena is trying to make an outpost to have some vision, and you know that Byzantine have vision upgrade for free. So this will give him a lot of vision, but everything is walled here, so he can't go. And another tower. So huge investment. So huge investment in defense from Jejadzena. It's a panic investment, you know. And no, we are not seeing any siege workshop. We are seeing town centers. That lumber camp needs to be refreshed. This one too. And he's just 30C, okay. He's just snowballing. Oh, sorry. Jack Warrior just snowballing on the pressure put by 3 Dark Age militia. I don't. That's so much overreaction. They provoked 3 towers, they stopped the trash, they provoked a defensive play from Jaguar from Zena. And I don't know why so much overreaction, you know? But now he is trying to trash. He may go with an university and try to drop another tower here. University, God Tower, and Botkin Arrow. Siege Workshop first, okay. So we are seeing an economic play against an all-in play. Siege Workshop, Monastery, and then maybe God Tower. There is so much gold in bank for double Monastery. Okay. I don't know why, but okay. Just need to repair, mate. Just need to repair. Stop building and letting your building get destroyed. Wait, why a Scorpion for start? I would have understood a Mangonel start, a Ram start, but a Scorpion start, I don't know why. And come on, you're not looking at it? Yeah, it's a nice Mangonel shot. Two nice Mangonel shots. Will he take the relic and back? Redemption is search. Sanctity. And we need to destroy this before it's getting destroyed. That's not on Jaguar. He didn't saw it. Redemption is on, so he will try to convert it. Sanctity is on too, so he will need 2 hits to kill the Mangonel. And the Scorpion is going to defend here, okay. The reparation is in, the Vil will die, the relic is taken. And Jag Warrior isn't well defending this. His micro is bad. You have 35 on wood, no farm, 2k wood in bank. And he may die on this play from Zena, you know? With the monk conversion? Monk conversion? Yeah, monk conversion. He's going out to drop farms, that's wise play. And those villas, nice micro from Zena. Oh, that seems to be GG for Zena. This monk rush have so much impact on the game. He may want to take and try to convert the siege workshop, but he is having so much impact. And now we have a crossbow play with which lack Botkin arrow. But there is so much monks. Jag Warrior is giving all his Mangonel. He will lose this game, I think. If only Jejadena convert this Siege Workshop and go forward with his units, he can convert the archery ranges too, and the game can be over. You just need to convert buildings. You have so much monks with so much faith. Oh, that's a nice or really nice shot from Jag Warrior. He will delete it. So he took 3 Mangonels with this. That's an insane move from him. Should delete it. And here, with a bit of monk micro, he can convert everything. He has enough monk to convert it. So he just have to play, and that will be hard for him. The point in making a monk rush is knowing where you have to drop your APM. That's why clown players are so good in monk rushing, you know. Oh, that's so high. He get one of the ranges. He will get all the Mangonel. And he's going Imperial Age. Why you are going Imperial Age? Yeah, I know you like Byzantine. And he's monk rushing quite well, you know? The shot can be huge. This shoot is huge too. This castle will not pop. He should make the castle here. And this castle should be here. You can do chicken castle when you are making such play like that, you know. Your castle have to have so lot impact. This will fall, okay. We are coming to some more a status quo like here, because he won't be able to push anymore without any siege. And he will need to go Imperial. When he will see the Imperial Age, he will need to click up Jejadzena and hold on the Trebuch Instruction Treb. But it will be hard for him. He will need more stone. And his economy isn't really effective right now, you know, because, well, you have 3 farms. He could have taken those from Jag Warrior, you know. And we need stone to repair it. He shouldn't just... I don't know why he's trying to kill him at right now. Because he doesn't have to, you know? He just have to chill, defend with his monk. He just have... there is nothing to contest his monk right now. So he just have to make go with his monk right here. Try to convert the traction traps that are going out, you know, with his monks. And just play the watch, you know, going to the long game. And instead of that, he's giving everything to his opponent, I think. And he's not moving his monk. His monk are going under the tower, under the castle. Oh, he get one mangonel, but killed by instantly by his castle. And he get another mangonel, so... But the mangonel is at castle range, and the traction trebuchet are killing the monks quite easily. So there is not much monk left, and still 4 traction trebuchet. And those monks should back, because they will be at castle range soon. Jack Warrior seems to... he will win this game, yeah. That's a 2-how. I thought Aezen would be able to win this game, but he didn't micro, he didn't put any farms, and his economic jest management is the reason that why he lost, because he could have been, well, if you are seeing here, you know, he made a really great push, and he has 1k wood in bank, you know. And with 1k wood, if he just had dropped 10 farms, 10 more farms, he would just have the economic to click amp before his opponent, and with his castle, he would just have trap everything and won the game. There's just a bit of economic management that was missing from Aezen, but he played really well. It was impressive and a nice monk rush. I'm glad that I'm seeing this in this tournament at this level, because often people doesn't how to say that, feel the monk rush calling, you know, because they don't feel that it can be useful. It requires so much micro, so much decision making, so people doesn't try. And this tournament is to make you try things, you know. You can improve and you can try things, and that's why I made this tournament also. And so I'm really glad that I have seen some monk rush in this, and that Aezen tried to do it. Thank you, good Aezen, for that. So we will go on the second map, Byzantine lost against Shu, and we'll go on Zimbabwe probably on the second map of Aezen. And I predicted Jerson against Cumans, I think. Yeah. That caster is insane, I think. It happens somehow that people can lose with Byzantines, you know. So this map is, you have a base here with standard resources, you know, a bit less gold and stone, but somehow standard resources, you have an area here with elephant that you have to bring back to your base. You have an area here with 3 zebras that you shouldn't bring back to your base. You should have taken this 1, 2 and drop a TC here. I know that Pas Charmant will log at me again, and maybe one day he will do what I'm saying about that. But yeah, bringing back the zebra is a mistake, I think. You should just play with that area and that food area at first. And you have a gold and stone area at the top of the map with a lot of stone, a lot of gold and hills. So the control of the map is really important, and you have a wood area at the back of your base. So map control is so huge and so important on this map because you want to control each part of the map at different size or different moment of the game. And Jag Warrior is trying to snipe Vil that will try to go to this rhino, you know. And it seems to have a bug with Jersen actually. Sometimes the end decay, but the end decay and stop decaying at 1. I don't know why. Maybe that wait the first Vil to take food from it. I need to make more tests on that, but if I see one Vil taking it, I will know if that taking our resources from the board seems to stop the end decay or not. But there is a bug actually with Jersen, and I have reported it, and that seems to not be I don't know how I can watch if maybe by doing that I will watch if they have 140 food. But yeah, there is a bug with Jersen. Sometimes undecay, sometimes not. I think that was, yes, 100 food, 140 food. I think that was because when you are eating too fast the boar and then you are leaving him without that, because the arrow lost the tag Jersen arrow, I don't know why, or something like that, and that kills the boar and the boar decays. But maybe it's because that way that the first Vil kills the ant, you know. I'm not sure about it, but I have reported it, and I hope that the dev will finally do something about it. So we have a fast feudal age without loom and without taking any food from there, I think, from Jejadzena. Meanwhile, the Jersen player just get to this area and is taking lots of food. So he's knowing that his opponent will probably go on a 2 TC boom and saying, okay, you go on your 2 TC boom. I will just take all the food from the bottom of the map, and it would be nice for me because I would just have free and unlimited resources. Meanwhile, I will try to fast castle and play my game plan too. About the matchup, Jersen is not a very. I'm not sure that Jersen is a nice counter to Cumans. I'm not sure that Jersen is really a nice counter to Cumans. Well, they have better step lancers, I think. and maybe it could be hard for Acument to counter Iron Pagoda, you know. But I'm not. I find this matchup totally fine from Cummins, and I think Cummins should play. Should not play CA. He should just go with all border paladins instead of going with Kipchak on this matchup. And yeah, now he's bringing back some zebras. What we have seen in your land manette is that your opponent wastes his opportunity and didn't make any upgrades on his play, so that's why he lost. We have not seen that because he changed his mind, an army comp, he lose this game. We are just seeing that he lost because he didn't make it well, you know. Would have say on the same army comp he would have died anyway because he's not making his upgrade. So we have 2 TC boom from the current player, so he will start having a huge advantage on economy will count, and we'll have a fast castle from Jaguar. So there is a timing that you don't want to have in this game. Well, you want to have in this game as current is the early castle age timing, because your boom economic lead will usually no, not at all on that way. He just forgot all his upgrade. Your opponent, you can play if you forgot all your upgrade. It's like making, I don't know, archer, feudal archer against paladins. Same thing, you know. So with Cremant, you want to use the timings you have early castle age, because you will have so much resources collected than your opponent by that time, and you will need to have a huge impact at this time. And it will be all the game can be played on that timing, you know. And I think Jaguar will play a Fire Lancer Ram push to prevent the Current by going to his timing. And it's a quite nice idea, I think. If it's done correctly, and you will need to go with a fast siege workshop. If it's done correctly, it can totally counters the play of the Current, but the Current will soon be castle age, you know. He's making his building and he will click. And he's looking. He's not raising the wall, so he doesn't see. He doesn't see the barrack with the flag, you know. Yeah, you can put a siege workshop at the feudal age, and that's how you do usually as crewman. But seems to be a bit late, and the feudal boom, crewman boom, is really well mastered by Jejadzena. And we will see at. Oh, I don't know why, and that stone was so much stone were taken, and why he stopped that. I thought he wanted to drop a castle, but no, it may have just taken stone by mistake. But you won't be able to drop a castle instantly, but you will go on stable, cheap stable, knights, and maybe we will see a siege workshop pop. And the push is starting. the push is starting. Or not. Yes, he's starting. And now he sees it. So now he has to answer it. He has to answer it by making so much stable. And oh no, the turret is bad. The walling is nice. The turret is bad. And yeah, he needs to make a siege workshop and more stables to go with fast knight play. Because he will have so much resources more than his opponent that he will be insane. And he's making towers to defend himself against rams, and I'm not fond of that defense. Wheelbarrow is done. Loom is done. No, Loom is done instead of wheelbarrow. And we'll have a knight play. And oh, we'll see steps. Okay, step. No camels, please. Just steps. He's not focusing with the town center, the unit, so he will lose all this tower. And this is like panicking. That's a panic defense, you know? He was so well, he made a so nice boom and just panicked. And the town centers that are not eating the units is making him losing his army for nothing, you know? Okay, all ram were cleaned. The push is stopped right now. And Jag Warrior is losing too much under the TC. I think game is over for Jag Warriors because he will just die. Right now, he will just die. Yes, and Kipchak are a nice unit against a push like that because of their multiple arrow that make more damages to siege unit. Okay, so he's expanding to try to find some units. Jaguar still taking all the hunt on the bottom of the map. Was that scooted? This mill was scooted, this one wasn't. I think we're close to the GG because I don't know how Jaguario will end now that the economy is working well and all but those vills. I don't know how you can do any damage. And if there is something, one night that coming here, the game is over, you know? Still no farms at all from Jaguars. His only food income is hunt here. Another siege workshop to have more faster and closer production. Gold seems to be over. So we will need to expand to one side and the push will stop. A castle was built from the Aezen that should stop all push. May lose his TC, but well. And we'll see some keep shacks now, without any upgrades, unfortunately. But the game is almost over. I don't see how Jag Warrior can win this game anymore. But, well, he's not so... Well, Zena stopped his boom, and he's not so ahead in economic, you know. Such as his balance is quite bad. He has no farms. On all those farms, there is no one, you know, that working on them. So he's not really ahead in economic. And now we see a keep shack, but with only one keep shack, you can do anything. Let it be converted, please. Okay. Well, what is supposed to do now, Jag Warrior? Maybe mass, have 4, 5, 6 ram, and try to kill in one fight, one big fight, but he shouldn't not lose his unit right here. And try to mass and to have a kill. Why you are making them on the ram? Mate, you just have to attack. Oh, that's in. So is that a status quo? Well, fletching is oh, keep check has so fragile unit. Such a fragile unit that are keep checks. Well, Zena is giving all his army, so Jag Warrior is still in the game. And force CC at the top of the map, they will pass close to the rams. Will Jag Warrior see it? I'm not sure, because he's losing all his army under the TC right now, under the castle. Botkin Arrow is mad. Okay, Botkin Arrow is huge. No, Arm doesn't have any vision. Yeah, he's making almost the same mistake at each game, Zena. His blacksmith upgrade are so late, and that's why he loses so much game, I think. But Cuman's double TC boom were very well mastered, you know, so I think it's so priority checks, you know. You have to know what is your priority, what you should done before, you know. And once you will have enough knowing of priorities, well, you will improve faster, you know. Oh, that's that was an unnecessary fight. I don't know what he's doing with his ram. game should have been finished something like 10 minutes ago by the win of Zena, but he's so much under pressure that he's not winning it, and he may be able to lose it, you know. We see a drop castle forward with all food eco from Jaguar, so he has no food eco right now, and the drop castle here, well, isn't a huge drop castle, but it's a drop castle that is trying to prevent Zena from going on this area. But I think Rams and Fire Lancer should have done this job, you know. The castle should have been somewhere here to control the top of the map, because what's important now is the top of the map. Oh, he didn't saw the castle coming. Will we see a back? Will Jaguar back on this game? I don't know how we managed to back. Zena is microing a lot and didn't saw what happened here. And we see a second castle. That's a more hard one to pop. Yeah, he can't pop it. And I would like to see some iron pagoda with upgrade and more farms from... Okay, that castle is nice. How is he? Oh, he saw it. With his scout. So that castle is nice. But I would really enjoy to see more farms, more wood use from Jaguars, you know. And we'll see for Rams, capped Rams to push the castles. And since Jaguar is stopping making production army, he may be just pushed away from the area where his castle is by Rams. Don't know why ballistic right now. Yeah, Jaguar's macro is his main weaknesses right now, and that's why he's losing this game. He put a nice and well pressure on his opponent, but his macro prevent him from going and making so much damage. And we'll see an imp timing from Zena. He tried to... He wanted to check that he was really imping from this safe TC and not from this one. That's so lucky from Jaguar. So imp H timing, what you do? Probably traps. I would enjoy to see some capped ram to push the castle from the bottom of the map with his army, or from the castle here with his army, but he seems to not make any capped ram. Oh yeah, capped ram is going dead. Okay. And we have some a bit of raid here. Zena stops it. And I think it will be GG on the timing, Imperial timing. I think it will be GG. Jaguar missed so much with his micro that he lost the game on his micro. Yeah, the lack of wheelbarrow at this time is well, the lack of on-cart at this time is problematic, you know, but they have no upgrade, no defensive upgrade against Kipchak isn't good enough. Well, both players choose to put pressure instead of doing an economic play. Well, not both players. One player choose to put pressure instead of making an economic play, so that stopped both players from going on the great economic stance, you know. And now this castle. Well, I fully dislike this castle. Not just because the wheel will be killed before the castle will up, but also because, well, you don't need a castle to clean this town center. You just need to have two iron pagoda that is rushing behind, or one mangonel here, or one ram with 3 or 4 units. That's a nice ram push. Aezen isn't protecting his ram, but the castle fall, and here the castle will fall because I think we will see some traps, or traps are going here. This scout is making so much economic kills. And it's GG. I think yeah, it's like your fire lancer. I think that Jaguar lost this game because of his micro, and the pressure he wanted to put is a bit too chaotic, you know. When you want to apply pressure on multiple target points, it's easy to fall on the too much chaotic that you are making yourself more damage than you are making to your opponent, and that's what happened for Jaguars. He wasn't enough disciplined and structured to apply the correct pressure at the correct spot, and wanted to do too much thing at the same time and apply too much pressure. Going with the messy game, you know, is well if you know how to handle the messiness, and I'm seeing Jaguar doesn't know how to handle the messiness. He does know applying to one point, but not to handle the messiness. Typically, in France, we have Aubin 2000. I don't know if you know it. Aubin 2000 is a really messy player, and he enjoys messiness. But sometimes, even him, that is like, well, it's like Margugu. Margugu enjoys messy games, and Margugu is like Lix. Lix is my favorite player of all times, and Lix is master of messiness. He knows how to apply so much chaos and still being disciplined in his own micro, and where to put the pressure, you know. And Lix is one of the best player for me in that kind of play. Maybe is best player for this. And in France we had Margugu that knows how to do that, and now we have Aubin that is starting to learn to do that. And the risk on that is that you are bringing more chaos to yourself than to your opponent. So you need to be disciplined, and you need to know where you have to put and apply some pressure. I don't know if that's clear. But it's like that. Let's go on the fourth game, guys. So in Zimbabwe, Jejedzena won against Gershan with Cumans, and so we will see one map from Jaguar's home map, and it's Nomad. And again, your streamer is a nice streamer, your caster is a nice caster, because I knew what was the matchup. Malians against Burmese. So Nomad, it's a modified Nomad version when you have more minerals on the map than on the standard Nomad map, and also you have no landlocks, so you can go on the full round. It's an island, you know, a Nomad island, you know. And both players are both TC are around the same frame, as slightly advantage from Jag Warriors, and water is on here. Okay. I'm curious about what the player will do on this map. Will we see? Oh, stun didn't generate it on this area. Stun didn't generate it well on this side of the map, so Zena is cut from stone, and that's not supposed to happen because we modified the map to prevent this. But it seems that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone pile and 8 gold pile. Gold seems to be okay, but stone, I think that 2 stone minerals didn't generate well on the map. So Zena is in a weak spot. He won't be able to go with his Malian play with betas, and that's preventing a higher strength of Malians to be expressed here. And he won't be able, since he has no scout, he won't be able to understand it, that he has no stone at all on his side of the map. I should try and find again the seed of the map to point to pharmacy to know what really happened. But yeah, Zena is in a bad spot. But that's Nomad, you know. Usually you pick Nomad against players that are far better than you. Well, at least I do. Because it's more random than a normal map, you know. So if you need randomness, if you are too far from your opponent's level, randomness can change the balance. If you are lucky in your side, if you are not lucky, well, you would have lost anyway. So that's how it is, you know. So on build orders, Jag Warrior seems to master a bit more the Burmese one. Sorry, we just drink a bit of water. So, yeah, Zena isn't lucky. Both players will go for the same boar, I think, and Zena will take it. Will we see some lame or palisade gate or no, anything like that? So, but that means that Jag Warrior knows that there is a TC here. And this boar isn't taken yet. Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, he saw it. So he knows that there is another boar. So he's lucky with this boar because he's taking so much boar on the map. And Jag Warrior didn't. Yeah, Jag Warrior scooted it, this one, so he should take this one. But he has no scooted anymore. He didn't have scooted this one, so he can't take it and bring him out. He doesn't have scooted this one. So Build order will be facilitated for Jejadzena even if he's in the wrong position of the map. With a correct build order, he could have a huge advantage on his opponent. We'll see a second dock from Jag Warrior here, probably. This fishing ship is taking fish from this shore fish instead of taking from this fish. That means this fish is really not efficient at all. Even if the percentage says that. Hi Giacomo Bruni. Are you Jejadzena? And welcome on the channel. Yeah, the point is with YouTube is sometimes you have your own, you are coming with your own personal account and not your nickname, so we don't know who you really are, but that's maybe the thing that I dislike about YouTube is that you can't have a nickname, you know. Or you should create your account with your nickname. So okay, so this boy is taking back for Jag Warriors. He lost one ville, so he seems to lose the first ville that he sent here. I was not looking at it. And second duck with more fishes. But we have stayed on one duck for Jejadzena. So he will go fast castle. But will he go? He has enough food to click castle age, so he should take away his food income, food villas, and put them on golden wood. And we'll see a Burmese drop castle. So Jejadzena doesn't have vision upgrade, so he doesn't know where his opponent is, but he saw the houses, so he's questioning. He thinks his opponent is close, and everything will be played on the drop castle because Jejadzena didn't find any stone yet, and he should ask himself, come on, where is my stone? Where is the stone on this fucking map, you know? And he will be right because he has a map bug. So he will really need to. He didn't scout it well. Also the fishes here, so the fish goes where the first fish he saw, and the first fish he saw was there. You know, so he needs to apply well his fishes, and when you are playing with a fish boom, scout more with your fishes, you know. Still no vision upgrade, so we'll see a fast castle, but what will you do once you are castle as Jejadzena? Will you make everything on gold to buy your stone to drop a castle? Or will you do an archer play against a Burmese? Burmese that will drop a castle probably here, maybe. Because he knows that his opponent is here, so there is a word where he drop a castle here. And that castle will be hardly contested. So we are walling. At least it will prevent castle from going under, from popping on our TC. That wall is quite nice. And that wall is not seen. So it could make some surprise to Jag Warrior, and we may want to drop a castle here instead of dropping on the TC. And we have a Hulk fight. Siege Workshop, so we will play against Siege Workshop, Monastery and Monk Rush, I think. I like it. But there will be a castle here, and he lacks vision. JJ Zena should have added his vision upgrade to see where his opponent is. And no, the castle is dropped backward. Okay. So JJ Zena will lose his access to water. But he will apply some pressure. The lack of vision upgrade is terrible, you know. And Jag Warrior sees that, and he will go on Monk defense with Burmese, because Burmese have excellent Monk, and a redemption doesn't cost a lot with Burmese. So it can be a nice answer. Going Arambe and Monk, Redemption Monk, could be a nice answer to that push. And that push lacks of his own monks, you know. And now he's taking stone from this area. The point in here is that I think JJ is trying to apply pressure, but he doesn't want really to push hard its opponent. A second monastery to make redemption in Sanctity. He seems to just want to apply some pressure, but not all in on this, and maybe think that his opponent will panic and invest too much on the defense. And with another sieve it would have been, but he is Burmese, he have his wood eco upgrade for free, and he have Sanctity and Redemption that cost less. So with only a conversion, he would just have been able to push back his opponent and still have a boomy approach and a boomy economic, you know? And once corpse is converted, so we show to opponent that we have redemption. And the TC won't even fall. Yeah, I should delete it. Or the castle here is risky one, because there is Arambe, there is monks. Just convert a corpse, not convert a ville, convert corpse, convert another one, and with Arambe just stay here. There is 5 monks. All corpses should have been converted, and you could have just added his Arambe here to hit in zone. But the castle will pop. So now we will have hard play to counter, because you will have some gubetas on the map, and gubetas are in French I would say pénible sieve, pénible unité. It's really, it's hard to counter, but it's a weak unit. So if Jag Warrior manage to have enough Arambe mass, he can counter them with their zone damage. And you saw that Jejadzena work hard on having castle, and now he bring his stone miners on wood and food, and that's well played from him. Well, this tournament is made to make you improve Jejadzena, so don't worry about playing bad. I cast it to make you give you some advices that you may use or not if you want to, and so just chill out. Isn't about having good results. This tournament is in understanding more the game and improve better, you know. So that's why I hosted it. So we have a fast imp click from Jag Warrior, because he had only 9 fishes, but they take so much food. He may would have some more fishes, but well, I don't know why. Oh, that will be at least 2 conversion, 1 conversion. And at the Imperial Age, well, we will have a Treb. And Treb and monks with block printing should be really hard to counter for Jejadzena. Yeah, I saw with Viking. You did 2 stables with Viking. Well, this can be countered with the monks. Doesn't have to lose all your units. A bit more micro on the monks to get at least 4 conversion would have been nice. But well, you have 3, it's better than nothing. And now you need to go with block printing and trebuchet Jag Warrior. Merci l'ami Kichi pour ton flow. Comment tu vas? So that's a 3-1 for Jag Warrior. We will stop the stream here. I need to cook for my girlfriend. Écoute, ça va bien, merci. On est en train on caste un peu le tournoi AOE Pong ces temps-ci, histoire de faire des trucs sympas. Et donc toutes les tables comme d'hab, je m'amuse bien. Ça faisait longtemps, je suis content de te voir, Kichi. For English speakers, I will probably cast tonight, but in French, the match between Pas Charmant and Suki. And we will see each other again Thursday morning at 6:45 GMT to probably louder game, so it will may be a French stream too. And Friday morning, also at 6:45 GMT, I will make cast a match of the AOE Pong tournament. If a match will be a set of the round 3 will be played. So yeah, next streams will be in French probably. So I hope to see you. Even just come and say hi, even if I am speaking in French. I will answer you in English, don't worry. And I will go in French là for the rest of the stream. Thank you for being here, English speakers. Donc, messieurs, dames, nous allons nous voir ce soir sûrement pour un cast de Pas Charmant contre Tsuki. Sinon, on se verra sûrement jeudi matin à 8h45 pour faire du ladder, tout simplement. Et comme ça, Kichiro pourra voir à quel point je suis mauvais sur ce jeu. Enfin, bien que 6h45, je suis pas sûr que tu vois grand chose. Et voilà, et après vendredi on reprendra les cases, si des matchs ont été joués, on reprendra des cases de la AOE Pong. Si la round 3 a été jouée. Je vous mets en stream ending, messieurs dames, je vous remercie d'avoir été là. Thank you everyone for being here, and see you maybe tonight, or see you Thursday. Et je vous dis à ce soir sûrement, et sinon à jeudi matin. Tchou tchou messieurs dames.